Assalamu alaikum everyone. It's Ghazala Abdo, lecturer in education. Objectives of my topic are evaluation in education, concept of. So, I'm going to describe evaluation. Evaluation means to ascertain the growth and changes taking place in pupils as a result of teaching, learning experiences. Dear students, to evaluate means to characterize the work or something. It's a method of determining the extent to which established goals or objectives have been achieved. It is a process of making an overlay of the outcomes as an educative experience against the background of anticipated or stated objectives. It's not restricted to the result of tests and examinations or the teacher's estimate, but includes the learner's own estimates of his own ability. Evaluation is a tool which can be used to help teachers judge whether a curriculum or instructional approach is being implemented as planned and to assess the extent to which stated goals and objectives are being achieved. It allows teachers to answer the questions. Educational evaluation is evaluation process of characterizing and appraising some aspects of an educational process. Educational institutions usually require evaluation data to demonstrate effectiveness to funders and other stakeholders and to provide a measure of performance for marketing purposes. Dear students, evaluation is the process of making judgment based on criteria and evidence. Second one is concept of evaluation. Evaluation is a concept that is emerged as a prominent process of assessing, testing and measuring. Its main objective is qualitative improvement. Evaluation is the process of making value judgments over a level of performance or achievement. Evaluation is the process of determining the extent to which the objectives are achieved. Dear students, it is a device or produce for confronting a subject with a standard set of questions or tasks to which the students are to respond independently, and the results of which can be treated as quantitative comparison of the performance of different students. One is motivation, which is I'm going to define. Motivation is the experience of desire or awareness. As such, motivation has both an objective aspect, a goal or thing you aspire to, an internal or subjective aspect. It is you that wants the thing or wants it to go away. Motivation is the word derived from the word motive, which means needs, desires, wants or drives within the individuals. It is the process of stimulating people to action to accomplish the goals. In the word goal context, the psychological factors stimulating the people's behavior can be desire for money. Dear students, motivation is also defined the impetus to create and sustain intentions and goal seeking acts. Students demonstrate a better attitude towards schoolwork and learning when they are motivated. Students will not want to be away from school if they are highly motivated. When the students are motivated, the teacher will view the students and her job with a more positive outlook. I am going to talk about attitude. So the definition of attitude is an attitude is a way of feeling or acting towards a person, things or situation, passion for a sport, dislike for a certain actor and negativity toward life. In general or each. An example of attitude: nobody can do anything without his or her interest. If they are interested in anything, they can achieve their goal. With the help of their struggle and hard work, they can be very active in his or her life. Also, they will achieve their goal of education and they will be popular with their abilities. Attitude influences an individual's choice of action and responses to challenges and reward together called stimuli. Dear students, now I will tell you the basic four types of attitudes and behaviors that are positive, negative. The first type of attitude is positive attitude. This is one type of attitude in organizational behavior. Positive attitude is a state of mind that envisions and expects favorable results. The willingness to try doing new things, the belief that everything would turn out right. It is an attitude that helps you see the good in people. Now the second one is negative attitude. A negative attitude is something that every person should avoid. A negative attitude is a disposition, feeling or manner that is not cooperative or optimistic. It can affect anyone just about anywhere. For someone of us, it's at home. Now the third one is seeking attitude. One of the most dangerous type of attitude and different is the seeking attitude. The seeking attitude has the caliber to destroy every image that comes in connection with a positive image. Dear student, this type of attitude is more negative attitude and is very destructive. Now the fourth type of attitude, which is last one, that is neutral attitude. People with a neutral attitude don't give enough importance to situations or events. They ignore the problem, leaving it for someone else to solve. Also, they don't feel the need to change. Last objective of my topic is aptitude. Aptitude is defined as a high level of intellect or quickness. To learn, an example of someone who possesses aptitude is a student who excels in math well beyond his grade level. The definition of aptitude is a natural skill or talent. An example of someone with aptitude is a highly skilled young. An aptitude is a combination of characteristics indicative of an individual's capacity to acquire with training some specific knowledge skill. Dear students, it is a set of organized responses such as the ability to speak a language, to become a musician, to do mechanical work. Students, I hope you are learning well at home. Thanks.